Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, as we start our meeting, it's always good to remember our district mission and priorities, which is promoting lifelong learners through real-world experiences, focusing on academic excellence, successful staff, resource management, and community relations, and then also making sure that we have a positive culture grounded in growth, collaboration, and school pride. So with that, Laura, will you go ahead and start?
Silva is gone. Fields. Here. Riphagen.
Here.
Boyd. Here. Dominic.
Here. All right. Looking at the approval of the agenda, anyone have anything additional or would someone like to make a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve the agenda.
I'll second it.
We have a motion in a second. Please call the roll.
Fields. Aye. Boyd. Aye. Riphagen.
Aye.
Dominic.
Aye. All right, consent items. Any questions, comments? Any of those? Hearing and seeing none, would someone like to make a motion to approve as presented?
I will make a motion to approve the consent items.
I will second that.
We have a motion and a second, please call the roll.
Boyd. Aye. Fields. Aye. Riphagen.
Aye.
Dominic.
Aye. All right, we have no old business, so we will move on to reports and correspondence.
Yeah, so I'll just start really quick. So first day of school, next Monday, a week from next Monday anyway. So August 25th, same start times that we've all been kind of accustomed to. We did change our Monday early dismissal times a little bit. So the calendars that are on the website have been updated to reflect that accordingly. So and then our preschool 3rd grade and preschool 4th grade start on the 27th and 28th respectively. I just got a text message from my kid's bus driver this few hours ago, so I would expect that other kids who do have transportation, their parents will be reaching out. So there's a few of you in here, I guess, who probably won't be getting that phone call. So, and just wanted to kind of update on the plethora of projects that we've had going on this summer and kind of where they're at. So we have about 700 chairs or so delivered to the elementary. And those are all in there. Those are all for students. So that was kind of a fun little deal. Brent and Joseph have finished up with installation of the Clever Touches. So it's 92 of those. So no injuries, no hernias, no nothing there. So all of the new clocks and the alert systems are all up and installed and look fantastic in the elementary. If before you leave, if you go check out the backside of the south side of the football field, you'll see they're getting ready to pour the new high jump pit. Maybe about twice the size of the one that was there before, and they've already finished the long jump pits, which those look really, really nice. Practice fields are kind of coming along at the high school. The weather and all the rain that we've got has really kind of delayed those, but those are still in the works. The new lights that we've had in the elementary and the middle school, those are all completely done. Nice and bright LED, so energy efficient as well. The sound system in the high school gym is done. Sounds phenomenal. So kind of excited to get that going. And also more about the track. We're completely replacing the track, so we'll have that kind of up and going. And then today I had a meeting with Dave and I had a meeting with Bill Fisher from Morton Builders for the finally, knock on wood maybe, are the bathrooms out at Lindeska. So still a little ways away from that, but hopefully moving forward with that. So that's it. I'm done.
What did we do with the 700? If we have 700 new chairs, do we have 700 for each?
Yeah, so Danielle Curtis from Midwest Mission picked up several. We also took some of the older ones that we had here at the middle school and kind of swapped those out for some of the larger ones that were still in okay condition, I guess, or decent condition, or better condition anyway, from from the elementary, we just did a little bit of a swap there. So I don't know how many Danielle took, but it was a lot. So a lot didn't end up going in a dumpster. We did order a roll-off dumpster, but she sounds like she took quite a few. So. And I think we swapped probably 90 or so. We swapped for here in the middle school, kind of got rid of some junk. So.
Good deal. And times, I know it came up as far as on Mondays, I think there's a larger discrepancy of time between the elementary and the middle school. I believe that's related to busing. Is that a true statement?
It is. So elementary is still the same.
On Monday.
Yep.
It's five minutes later.
So 5 minutes later, the middle school is significantly later. They're now at 1:50.
It actually gave us, we kind of did it to gain me 25 minutes of instructional time for interventions on Monday. So, and it aligns with Karen's 1:47 dismissal a little bit better. Because that bus is coming from the high school, bringing high school kids here, so it aligns a lot better there.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Thank you for that.
Yep.
Any other board committee reports? No? All right. Other administrative reports? You have the link available. It's an exciting time. Obviously, we're gearing up for the next school year, which is hard to believe that summer went by as quick as it does, but it always does. Nice to have everyone back in buildings and starting off, so thank you for your hard work.
I saw that high school and middle school both have all their positions filled. Are we still short in elementary?
The one that I still have open is a behavior interventionist.
Okay.
Yeah.
Still looting us. The 2 people hired and not all at the same time. And we've had a few good applicants come in. Let me back that up, because if they were good applicants, they would be hired. We've had applicants hired.
Yeah.
Interviewed and have decided, through our vetting process, that we're not going with that.
I don't know if on my community relations report, I put, we have kind of unique opportunity coming on November 4th.
Oh, yeah.
The Iowa Supreme Court and the 7 Supreme Court Justices for Iowa will be at the high school. They're doing a public argument opportunity, and I met with the gentleman today to get that set up, but it'll be at 7 p.m. on November 4th. And it's really, it's going to be set in the auditorium. The stage will be set up like a courtroom. And when it started, like back in 2010, there was a survey that went out and basically demonstrated the lack of trust there was in the government, the system. Mm-hmm. And so one of the things that they started doing was having these public forums. And they've been to 73 different locations across Iowa over the last several years, and they reached out to us to see if we would host them. So it's open to the public. The Greene County Bar Association will be helping host that. There'll be a little reception afterwards. And then the really cool thing is one of the Supreme Court officer or judges, they will stay. Either they'll be there during the day on Tuesday for 1 hour or Wednesday morning. Or I think it's a Wednesday morning. They'll stay over.
Tuesday night.
Yeah. So it's really up to us if we want them to do Tuesday afternoon or Wednesday morning, but they get to spend an hour. We're going to have them spend time with our seniors who take the government class, just to talk through just different things, especially as they get ready to vote. So just a unique opportunity for us, and we're really excited to be able to host them. And again, open to the public. So.
We'll advertise more.
Oh, they take care of all the advertising. I mean, we can share it out, but that was one of the things 4 weeks prior and again 2 weeks prior, and they have a way of communicating with local newspapers, the radio stations, and they take care of all the communication part of that.
Excellent.
And what are they staging, like a mock
Yeah,
trial, or is it actually gonna be something, a topic that
I don't know.
going on?
I think it's
Okay.
something that's actually happening.
Okay.
It's just happening here. Yeah.
Sweet.
Something about like they were here, it was like, I don't think it was a public debate, but I think it was like something for public comment. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
Backing up, sorry, to the elementary positions. So we have one school counselor, right? And then one behavioral interventionist right now.
Yep.
And we're looking for, there's still
Yes.
one open position for a second one.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yep.
Good deal. Any other questions or thoughts related to that? All right. Anything else for the good of the order? All right, we'll move on to new business. School driving permits.
All right, so we have a list of 6 students who would like their school permit. And what we'll have you do is we'll just kind of go down this list. So we'll start with Owen and just stand up and tell us why you'd like to have a school permit. And then we'll move on to the next one. So Owen, you can go first.
I'd like to get my school permit to help my mom out because she has to take my sibling who are in town during the day and sometimes she can get late for work.
Thank you. Taylor?
I need my school permit because I live in Rippey and I'm involved in after school activities.
Excellent. Cammie? Eli?
I'd like to get my school permit because I'm in a fair amount of sports and I wouldn't want the toll on my mother to drive me.
Excellent. Mackenzie?
I would like my school permit because I'm no longer in the range of the bus routes.
All right. And James?
I would like my school permit because I come from a single family household and my mother works out of town and she cannot drive me to and from school and activities.
Okay.
Wait,
But
I'm not on that list.
Yeah, she needs a school permit also.
Did you ask to be put on? Did you?
I did, but I'm not on that.
I don't know.
Means I do.
That's fine.
Well, I'm Peyton Lowmiller. I think I need a school permit because I live like 25 miles away from Jefferson and I have 4 siblings and it would be easier on my mom, so I wouldn't have to round her both siblings.
All right. Thank you.
Okay,
Okay, so
careful. I'm gonna say it right now, because if you do live more than 25 miles away, you actually can't drive to school. So check on that distance,
Okay.
just as an FYI,
like 25, I think is the
max.
is
Because I know some people that live in Carroll or parent does, and they can't do that, so.
So hopefully you all have this form. It's Iowa DOT form 430021. The date is on that is 7/24. I'm just going to highlight a few things on it, but ultimately it is up to you and your adults to make sure you know the rules and you obey all the rules. You can list up to two, actually a total of 3 different residences where you reside. If you have a mom and a dad that you go back and forth between, you can list those as places that you call home. You are allowed to drive 25 miles from home to school or to school-related activities or work. You can use your school permit for extracurricular activities like practice or activity buses. You are allowed to stop for fuel while you're on the way. So, but if you're coming from Rippey, it probably doesn't make sense for you to be in Scranton getting fuel. People might question that. And you are allowed to use this for work as well. The times that you can drive are from an hour before your event to an hour after your event. So if you have an early morning, PE class that starts at 7, you can be on the road as early as 8. Or if you have an activity bus that doesn't get back till 10:30, you have until 11:30 to get yourself home. You can
You
have
said it backwards, but it's okay.
Oh,
You
dang
can
it.
you could drive at 6.
6.
Before 7, but
Yes,
it's all
I
good.
do that all the time. That's the second time.
No worries.
Okay, so who can be in the car with you? You can have one friend, one person that's not a relative that lives in your house with you. But your friend has to get in the vehicle with you at your house, not stop and pick them up on the way. Okay, make sure your friend is with you there. Whoever is in the vehicle, whether it's a friend or relative, front seat, back seat, doesn't matter. Everybody needs to have on a seatbelt. Okay, that's kind of an oddball one, but front seat, back seat, both need to have a seatbelt.
You should do it anyways.
Yes.
Shouldn't be a rule.
If you get pulled over for something, you will lose your permit for 3 months. And you will also have to wait 3 months until you can get your 16-year-old driver's license. Okay, if you get pulled over again, now it's 6 months on your permit, 6 months on your driver's license. So best bet, just don't get pulled over. Zero use of technology in the car, in your hands. So get everything set up, get connected, put your phone in your pocket, put your phone in your purse, whatever you need to do so you're not touching your phone while you're driving. And when you get in your car, look around, see who else is in the vehicle with you, and know that you are responsible for all of those lives. So as you're driving, make good choices. So with that, I will move to approve 5 of the 6 people on the list and the 1 extra for their school permits.
I'll second that.
We have a motion and a second. Please call the roll.
Boyd.
Aye.
Rick
Aye.
Fields.
Aye.
Bobbit.
I guess so.
So now, if you bring your paper up, Cindy will sign it
This
for
should
you.
not be happening. You guys are still babies.
Yeah,
But I will sign it.
No, you
you have
do
to take
it.
this.
Yeah, so then
You
you'll,
do have to stay. You know, you're still within, you do qualify for busing, because you're outside 2 miles. Or you're high school now.
Yeah.
She's gonna say, here's my
Sign something else.
and then you take it back, you go back to the treasurer's office to get your license processed.
Laura, at the top it says 724. So,
Yeah, this one doesn't. This is, I'm pretty sure that's correct one.
Peyton, do you have your form?
No, I don't.
Do you have an extra one or you?
I don't have the actual one.
This one.
I'll grab one.
Thank you so much.
You're watching you. Real close.
This is the right one too, correct? Yes.
724 up in the top.
Yeah. Is it 2? Is that the exact? Oh, not our public school students. Sorry.
Forgive me.
Mm-mm. Thought it would mention.
I'd much rather go learn in the winter. That's when my clothes learn. In the winter.
Learn
Because then they can home. If they can learn to drive in the winter, they can drive year round.
Yeah.
So my girls were winter babies and they learned to drive in the
This
winter.
one was different from the last one.
Yeah, it's kind of a goofy one, but yeah, you're all good there.
Oh, yes.
The other one had a title on it, but. No, negative.
But then it's a nice drive a stick with an air brake or.
Oh, well, you
or
still, everything
a
else to
stick
do with
with
your mom
a,
somewhere else.
That's good.
Are you still over here or are you getting different ones?
On Mitch.
Well,
She learned on that, doesn't have one like that now.
That was always fun. When a guy taught me to drive a stick on a boom truck, your first 6 would be really quick, and then you plunge, drop it down to 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
A lot of choices.
No.
Oh, I was gonna say.
No,
Okay.
Yeah,
pass it around.
Oh, yeah.
fact that Jameson is
When we were, he was usually when we were. we would,
Well,
He was driven on to
Oh,
the
yeah.
doctor and
usually
he's
drive.
Maybe-
Thank you.
170.
Here, I'll throw your name
I mean,
on
I
it.
could
Official sign.
easily drive it.
All right.
I was like,
Oh, you
wait,
did already, okay.
But I could.
I don't think
It was always with a light load, so.
I learned to put three on the tree.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my.
Oh, yeah, this is just a little. That was my dad had a 67 Duster. So he had a three on the tree and 4 on the floor.
Thank you, man.
You
too.
You'll have to take that to the courthouse when you go to get it. Okay?
Thank you.
Peyton, you're only 14 miles, so you're way good.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah,
Thank you.
just making sure, because I'm like, after 25 and no, you can't. All right, moving on to school fundraiser requests. And then this number 2. This is clothing. Set up stores, what does that mean? They're just gonna do on the number 2. Bless you.
I think this is like a generic one, like all the volleyball and everything.
Just set up a little RAM type.
Yeah, like all the different sports.
And are they gonna have different businesses selling stuff?
Which one are you on?
The number 2, I
Oh, the
haven't read
number
that
2.
one.
Yeah, like,
What
is this virtual or,
Where's this stores? Why am I?
Oh, this is on number 2. This was not,
Oh,
oh,
this-
the second one. I missed it earlier. Sports and K set up stores.
I think it's like, all like football sells t-shirts, volleyball sells t-shirts, and all the profit go to the individual one.
The online stores that each team
Oh,
does.
okay.
Yeah,
okay.
So
Perfect.
for their,
I see.
whatever sport or activity it is,
So this is for any of the clothing that is sold throughout the year.
yeah, by the various teams.
Department, got it. Okay. Not a problem. That makes sense. Thank you.
Are any of them sold during the games, at games?
Not currently, these are,
Okay.
they've gone to all, basically web stores, but
Okay.
I believe the Booster Club is discussing how they could maybe get some Ram apparel, available during games.
Yeah.
They're trying to figure out how to do that.
And I don't know if you guys remember that, there's a welcome stand in, that our
High school.
students built.
Mhm.
The idea of having those shelves there and the way they're built is for the purpose of selling things like that. So that's why that welcome center has those shelvings, on each side.
I talked to Matthew Fiedler too about, like putting some like curtain rods or pole rods, I guess, coming out the side of them so we can, hang up a size of shirt. So if people wanted to order them. So it's kind of it was like 3 years ago, we kind of went over and toured Carroll. They do their Tiger Vision, and they have a whole, it's actually a whole program all designed with like business and clothing making and whatever. And so that was kind of where the idea started from, and we haven't really caught too much traction with it, but
Yeah.
it's an option.
Yeah. Any questions or comments about the fundraisers? Any others?
It's fine. Just, is the band, oh, yeah, it's okay.
You can ask.
I approve the fundraiser,
No,
it's
you
just, I'm
ask
wondering,
your question.
the one that Wes, put in, it's like they're going to get together early summer. So I'm like, okay, have they done that? Early summer to, deliberate and pick a homecoming theme, and then once that's chosen in August, they're going to submit the t-shirt to shine on. So is that realistic still? Has some of that been done? I'm like, probably shouldn't have been done if it's not been approved, but I
don't know of any, I haven't seen a design and I don't know, I know their band camp is starting, I think it's next week.
Okay.
So I'm guessing during band camp is when that's all
Gonna do
gonna
it.
be talked about, but the homecoming theme is decided by student council.
It says, yeah, leaders
Yeah.
with band will work together with student council.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if they mean early, so like, so they would decide on like a theme of
Whatever.
homecoming or whatever it is going
Yeah.
to be. And then once they choose that, that's not really a description of a fundraiser, but anyway.
Student council usually does meet in the summer, especially
Like
when
before school
it's so
starts.
early.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they're probably meeting this week or next week at some point to get that ironed out, especially like I said, it's early this year. homecoming is.
Mhm.
So really the description is they're gonna sell t-shirts. for
Basically.
homecoming.
Basically.
Right, yeah. Okay, yeah, I have no problem. I just did.
Understand.
Good deal. All right. Someone like to make a motion to approve those?
I'll make a motion to approve the fundraisers as presented.
I will second that motion.
Rip Hagan,
I,
Boyd,
Aye.
Fields, Dominic.
Aye. All right, moving on to student handbooks, elementary. Any comments, questions, concerns? Do they need separate approvals?
Yes.
Okay.
And one of them, either it's middle school or the elementary, one of them, has the meals listed. I anticipate we will approve the change in the meal cost, right?
Yeah, it's the next, what's two.
So I don't know
agenda
which one it
items.
is.
It's
but-
not mine, I don't think.
Okay, so just
Well,
so,
it's mine, and so that was just the first reading that we went through in July.
Yeah, we can update it, it's fine,
Okay, yeah.
that would be an immaterial change, so.
yeah, okay.
That's nothing.
It's not like you're completely changing a practice or
Right, okay.
procedure or
No,
anything, so.
just changing some numbers.
Really,
Truly. You want to have a discussion about the middle school handbook too before and then you can make a motion separately to approve the two of them.
Sure.
And Tim, you had a question about the dismissal time on Mondays, but it sounds like it might have
Yeah.
been answered already.
Yep,
Yeah.
yeah, that I was
Just
just gonna
on-
ask about that, but
Mhm.
yep, thank you.
It's a softball question, so.
It was answered already.
Any other comments? All right, seeing none, would someone like to make a motion regarding the elementary student handbook?
I'll make a motion to approve the elementary student handbook, student parent handbook.
Second that?
We have a motion and second, please call the roll.
Fields, Rip Hagan.
Aye.
Boyd,
Aye.
Dominic.
Aye. All right, and now for the middle school handbook.
I'll make a motion to approve the middle school 25-26 student handbook.
I'll second that.
We have a motion and a second, please call the roll.
Boyd,
Aye.
Rip Hagan.
Aye.
Fields, Dominic.
Aye. All right, moving on to the handbook for the bus drivers for this next year.
Yeah, nothing too crazy here with changing, really was just going through and just making sure that the dates were updated and then the hourly wages were updated. So it'll be $45.35 for driving morning and afternoon routes and shuttles. And if should there be any midday preschool routes, and then anybody doing activity routes will be at a rate of $20.03 an hour. And so we just did a very quick negotiation with the drivers union and just agreed on a 2.5% from the year prior as an escalator. So I assume that it will be kind of a standard thing moving forward with them since we're already at such a pretty high rate anyway. So
Excellent. Any comments, questions?
They just be hired or approved the hiring of a bus driver. So we're in decent shape right now with all of the adjustments we've made. So
getting a lot better.
I'll make a motion to approve the 25-26 bus driver handbook.
I'll second the motion.
We have a motion and a second, please call the roll.
Boyd,
Aye.
Fields, Rip Hagan.
Aye.
Dominic.
Aye. All right, now for the coaches and directors, 25-26 handbook. Any comments, concerns? It didn't look like it changed, really.
There were no real changes other than dates and, that kind of thing.
Thank you. Any comments? Seeing none, would someone like to make a motion?
I'll move to approve the 25-26 coaches and director handbook.
I'll second it.
We have a motion and a second. Please call the roll.
Rick Hagan.
Aye.
Boyd. Aye. Fields. Aye. Dominic.
Aye. All right, meal prices.
Yeah, so we just had to update this from last time. So the meal price for the adults went up to, the state recommended $4.98. So we just rounded up the extra 2 cents, made it even $5. And for breakfast, it went up to $2.92. So we just rounded up and made it $3. And then there is no change on the student lunch, breakfast, extra milk, or for the reduced, So just quick little adjustments there that we didn't get in on time.
Good. I thought it was no charge.
No change. Or North Carolina, depending on how you want to look at it.
I was like, what happened? How did I not know that there's no charge? All right,
Extra milk for
fine.
free. You can get it every single time.
We have a cow. Kara just needs to wrangle it.
I wish.
Can't do that every day.
I don't think it's that type of cow.
I'll make a motion to approve the meal prices as presented.
I'll second the motion.
We have a motion and a second. Please call the roll.
Rick Hagan.
Aye.
Boyd.
Aye.
Fields.
Aye.
Dominic.
Aye. All right, level 1 investigator appointment. That would be,
That's me. Yep. So you're just, I recommend myself, I guess.
someone like to make a motion to recommend?
We have to approve.
I'll make a motion to approve Brett Abbott's as a level 1 investigator for Greene County Community Schools.
I'll second that.
We have a motion and a second. Please call the roll.
Boyd.
Aye.
Rick Hagan.
Aye.
Fields.
Aye.
Dominic.
Aye. All right, 21st century rehab contract.
Now, this is kind of a bittersweet thing. So Emmy Johnson resigned from 21st Century. So we'd had this on the board agenda for July, I believe. And then we got Jill Morton, Deb Morton. Sorry, I was a Morton. Yeah, there is. She does the insurance. Came back and they are going to basically a group of folks who are going to come back and still cover all these. It is not going to be what Emmy was covering in the past for us. So she will be sorely missed, and then it will also now cause our coaches to rely back on their actual training that they received for care and prevention of injuries for athletes or for student athletes. So, but you can see that what they cover there, what they'll be available for. So it's all of our JV2 football games, middle school football games, varsity, our one and only varsity cross country meet, all of our high school and middle school wrestling, and any home soccer. So there is no coverage of basketball, and they do cover all varsity home football games plus our scrimmage as well. So they will not cover golf, unfortunately, and then basketball as well. So
Baseball, softball.
baseball, softball are not included in that either. And no bowling. Yeah, there's a lot of head injuries in bowling. So, but we're looking at $8,000 for their service, which I still believe is a really good value for all of the support that we'll get during all of this time and who we'll have access to still.
Do we have a plan for basketball and
Baseball, our coaches. Yep.
coaches?
They'll have to be coaches. And if there's, like Cindy and I were talking about earlier today, if like there's anything that would come up that would be really, really serious or something like that, I mean, I don't know if it would matter if we had a certified trainer there. If like it was a really serious head injury, we're probably looking at stabilizing, calling an ambulance anyway. So.
Do most of the schools in the conference have one? Like when we go to basketball games at other conference meetings, do they have them?
Most all the conference schools will have a trainer on site for basketball.
That's
I don't know
something
if
that
many of them have, we had one for baseball and softball. Well, she would go back and forth. I don't think too many that I know of have one there for
Right.
summer sports, but Yeah, probably volleyball and basketball, most of them.
And that's
Not
different than
all.
what I was used to when I was coaching, is that we didn't have anybody. So, except for football, that was it.
I just wondered, you know,
Yeah.
to communicate to the other schools so that. there's
Then
not
they
gonna
know
be-
that there's not.
there's
gonna be
not
Yeah,
gonna
somebody.
when we have our beginning of the
Sure.
year AD meeting, I'll
Yeah,
make sure
sure.
that the schools understand
Thanks.
that.
Mhm.
Any other questions, comments?
We'll make a motion to approve the 21st Century Rehab contract as presented.
I'll second that.
We have a motion and a second. Please call the roll.
Fields. Aye. Ritthagen.
Aye.
Boyd.
Aye.
Dominic.
Do you need a dollar amount?
It's $8,000.
Correct.
No, I'll get it later.
All right, football stadium sound system.
And just so to be clear, it's for the Linduska field.
Sorry, and I
It is
just said it
not-
wrong
It's
too.
not the football stadium, it's
It is.
Linduska.
Correct.
So,
Just read.
so you guys have seen the quotes and that are there that are up, and so I will let you guys discuss.
Well, one, they're drastically different,
They
but
are.
number two, we can have discussion about it, but me personally, I don't think at this time, we've spent a fair amount of money out there that this should be a priority. Our sound system does work, but I would also like to get your feedback, because that's kind of where.
I think that, and I'll be forthcoming that this has been, I've been a big pusher on this project. And I feel like as we've upgraded a lot of the equipment out there that serves multiple sports, you know, our scoreboard is pretty freaking awesome. And now what we have with our lights, that we're moving maybe a little bit away from just sports into just kind of bumping into the entertainment quality of our athletic events. And our sound does not match, having traveled to many away games for soccer and football. The sound that we have does not match what I've heard in other places. Atlantic especially stands out in my head as a place that was like, whoa, really hitting with the sound. And I just feel like we've done, you know, we're improving the track right now, the surface of the track to make that top notch, along with the concrete that we're pouring, the high jump long jump that we're pouring. If this was a one sport improvement, I would drag my feet on it a little bit, but this is something that all of the sports could benefit from. I was surprised that it was quite the difference between the two sound systems as well. I would lean towards the pole mounted version, because it will, you know, when it's at the scoreboard, it's shooting the sound north. And if we get it on the poles and on the crow's nest, now we're going this way with it. So if we've got people on the other end of town that don't want to hear it, then they won't. But I just feel like we've upgraded so many other things visually that we need to keep up with it on the sound side as well.
And so this one, for the pole mounted one anyway, says so this is a new design from the last version. So I know we had DB Acoustics out over a year ago. And I think what they had looked at was, it was like actually doing two speakers on like the guest side and then on the home side. And so what they says right in here anyway is, so it says, this is a new design from the last version, as we will install all loudspeakers on the press box and the two home side light poles. So they wouldn't even be on the guest side, from what this looks like or sounds like anyway.
He noted that if we did it the other way, we'd have to trench a lot of cable. There'd be a significant cost with that. So the speakers that would be on the press box would be angled appropriately so that it'd be a really narrow cast, which would be directed towards the bleachers across the field, and then also the shot put pit, and then just a little bit to the other side of the bleachers so that audience would catch it. But yeah, it would not be a vast array of sound. So it would be
Versus the other quote was.
There was that was for other speakers on poles, and I don't know that they included, or he was surprised and because he wasn't there on site for the first, he was surprised that they recommended it the way they did, because with trenching wire and electrical out there, he thought it would have been more. So I think they might have screwed up on the first quote, which was kind of surprising that he admitted that. But this one is more realistic of, with our environments, what we can realistically accomplish at a relatively inexpensive cost.
And I've had multiple people reach out to me about, well, it used to sound better than it does now, and I can't tell you yes or no on that. And I know we did spend some time last.
Let's see, would have been the fall, I believe.
Yeah, last fall,
Yep.
trying to tweak what we have. And we looked at everything with the exception of, I think, physically examining the speakers in the school
Electronics
board.
box, yeah.
And I think what the tweaks that we made did make some improvement, but I'm doing a lot of talking. I just think everything else we have is just top notch, kind of cutting edge, and our sound is way down here. It needs
Well, and
needs a
that's,
little love.
and where I kind of feel too, our bathrooms. That, to me, I would want to see those fixed before we got sound, because I do feel like our sound doesn't, when you're announcing, you can hear all that. It's more like when you get more of the bass and the music and that going, which I personally think is more secondary, but I mean, we can all have difference of opinions. But to me, the bathrooms out there and concessionaire, like that area needs to me more TLC first, then continue to me than doing this at this time. And then also, I don't know where we're at on, and I kind of mentioned at the last meeting, as far as projects of having everything just on a timeline of where are we at? What are we thinking that will be next? I mean, we're always going to have the one-offs, but like that includes building and facilities, like outside facilities of where we're at, so that we kind of just have an idea of like, yeah, this is coming up, or lightning strikes it, and then we have to do it now, whatever. But I don't know where we're at with that.
I got an updated email today from DLR about some available times that they have for September. So we'd be looking at about a month or so from now for them to come back and facilitate another meeting with that community group, which would be myself, Tim, Michelle, and then I think we had 10 or 12 other community members that were on that, because they kind of span, with currently with kids in the system or people who have gone through our system. So they kind of have a pretty good scope on.
So getting closer to getting that list.
We're getting closer to meeting, to kind of finishing that up, and then the next step after that would be for DLR then to come back and present and say, here's what our findings are, here's what our recommendations are, and here's kind of your plan moving forward to that. So it'd still be another 3 months out from that probably.
So that was, the results that you sent us probably about a year ago.
About a year ago, yeah.
Yeah.
I did that in April of 24.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, to get this updated where we're at, and I guess, and to know, I mean, it wasn't a priority at that time, this sound. And that's, I think, and the other, just the public think, there's a lot of people in the public, they want those bathrooms done.
Yeah.
To do anything else, I think it would be whatever, so that's kind of where I'm at. I don't, at this point, think it's not our priority, but.
Do you still want?
No, you're good. I was just gonna say, I definitely see, where you're coming from too, Michelle, because we've got the lights up to a certain point, and then our sound's gonna be down pretty far. Yeah, too, I'm looking at the summer 2025 projects, and there's still quite a few things on there that we're supposed to be doing, or that we're planning to be doing. And I don't know, I would like everything to be up at a certain level too. But can we eke out one more season with the way it's at? Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I'm just sharing the concerns that I've heard from, from other folks, and just want to be able to say I've done, I responded to them. So, yeah. Do you still want a motion?
You're more than welcome to make a motion, and if it
We can vote on it, or we can
Fail,
just,
so,
or we can just pass, or just say
well then,
to pass on. I
oh,
mean,
so I get to pick which one.
you want a motion or not?
Yeah, you want.
So well, because you can't just, we have to do something, right?
You can
You
table
can
it.
table it.
And table it doesn't mean it has to come back in September. It can come back in October, November.
Or when that, or we
Or
table
whatever.
it until that,
You guys can disagree.
Yeah.
You can also, or you could also make a motion. There may not be a second, and then the motion doesn't
Yeah.
carry and it's over. But it's that, it does not mean that this could
Could
never
be
come back
talked
up
about
again.
again.
Right.
Okay. Well, then I would make a motion to approve the light pole press box system.
I think it's cool.
I think it's fine. Maybe it just-
Move to approve quote one. Oops. In the amount of $8,921.82.
Do we have a second?
I would like to wait until we get results back from the DLR group study. I think that would be a fantastic time to bring that back up.
So do you just want to table it?
Yeah.
No second. So move. There's no second.
You want a motion
so
to
we
table
will
it?
do
Do we need a motion?
We don't need a motion.
We need a motion,
Okay.
okay,
Okay, so we're tabling.
All right,
table.
that's what we are gonna table. We will table until the DLR group can figure out where our priorities line up with.
And touching on that for just one moment, because some of the folks that have attended have asked me, will this be their last?
I think there's one more after this.
So they'll have two more?
Mhm.
Okay.
To get our community committee together. So I think we had 2 more meetings before we're
Got
completely
it,
done with
thank
them.
you. All right, the First Amendment of reading board policies listed under J.
Yeah, a large majority of these were pretty immaterial. I think a consistent question you each had was around 208.9 or open meetings. So any newly elected board member, so going all the way until this coming November, anybody newly elected within 90 days is required to go through open meetings law training. So, and then there has to be evidence of that and then filed with our board secretary. So after that's completed, to my knowledge and understanding, it's only those who are newly elected, not those who are currently elected. So you'd all be free of that.
How is this training provided?
I believe it's asynchronous from what I understand right now. So it's like a webinar or workshop type thing. So or
Just sit and watch it.
pretty much, yeah. And then there's like it's like your bloodborne pathogen training. Only don't train like your bloodborne pathogen training because there's a lot of kind of big deals there. A big, if you want to call it that, change with like graduation requirements is the passing of the civics test. So that'll be coming.
Do we feel that our curriculum adequately covers what that test looks like?
Yeah, they have to take a test before they pass government anyway.
So
So it's not a big change for us.
okay, well, it'll be a replacement for the test that
Yeah.
they already take.
Well, I guess I'll have to ask Heath Tolemas, who teaches that class now. So, but yeah, I would say they're prepared.
Yeah, the what's that one? 410.2. Everything's going on Teach Iowa now instead of Iowa Works, which is such a blessing. Because the way actually, so Frontline works really, really nicely with Teach Iowa. So, because before I would have to post everything on Frontline, and then there's always somebody who is checking to be like, well, you didn't post it on Iowa Works, and like, so then I have to go into Iowa Works, repost the whole thing all over again. Whereas now we can post it on Frontline, and it just kicks it straight to Teach Iowa or School Spring or whatever the host is or whatever. The chronic absenteeism and truancy, they added in some additional definitions of what does constitute absences and not, and they kind of changed the whole meeting situation too. So now we don't necessarily like if a student is, misses 10 days or whatever because they're in the hospital or something like that, and then they come back and they're a student that's always been in good standing or something like that, we may not have to go through all those necessary meetings with them. The only times we would have to meet with them is if there is a belief that like their academic performance is in jeopardy because due to their absences. So it's a lot more discretion on the school, and hopefully it kind of freezes up from all the meetings that we were having. Our legislators do get something right every now and then, and so that was like listening to just the amount of time and effort and energy that our principals and Emily and Kyle and their counselors and their teachers were spending on all these meetings are, not that that attendance, the seriousness of attendance is going to go away or anything like that. It's just, it'll just reduce some of the requirements that are on that. So
You can focus more on the ones that truly.
yeah, that where that attendance is truly getting in the way of their academic progress.
Good deal. Any other comments, thoughts? Hearing none, would someone like to make a motion?
I will make a motion can I just read off Jay right there? To approve
The policies presented.
the policies presented.
I'll second that.
Do we need to say anything about waiving? We can just do it.
No, because we already got it covered under that.
Oh, under the J. Yep, got
So
it.
we have a motion and a second. Please call the roll.
Fields. Aye. Repagan.
Aye.
Boyd.
Aye.
Dominic.
Aye. All right, board policy review 400 through 401.15. Any thoughts, comments there? Hearing none, would someone like to make a motion for this?
I'll make a motion to approve board policy 400 to 401.15.
I will second that motion.
We have a motion and a second. Please call the roll.
Repagan.
Aye.
Fields.
Aye.
Boyd.
Aye.
Dominic.
Aye. And we're adjourned.